What's up, Jags? Today we're going to check in at the library and see what test prep they offer as the campus readies for the PSAT. And we get the inside scoop from our JAG student news website. Band just got back from Bands of America and now they're preparing for UIL. We have a status report from the football field and more on how the jungle prepares for game day. This is JAG TV.
Next week, on October 12th, the campus will be administering the PSAT. This exam will be given from first to fourth periods and provides an opportunity for juniors to secure a National Merit Scholarship if they have qualifying scores. To help students perform better, the library has online resources that can be accessed on the NEISD Launchpad called Learning Express. Along with having online guides, physical PSAT study guides can be picked up in the library for free.
We also have this resource in the library, so this explains all about the PSAT, the purposes, but it can open up tons of scholarship opportunities for you as a junior. And then we also have tons of these in the library that can pick up. So this has all the information about the importance of it and practice test. So this gives you additional practice test.
For more in-depth information about PSAT prep resources, you can talk to one of the librarians or your school counselor. While doing well on this exam does not affect grades in Skyward, a high PSAT score could potentially earn you a scholarship and is an early indicator of how you might do on the SAT. Reporting from the library, this has been Aubrey Wormke.
Thank you, Aubrey. A128 is more than just JAG TV. Danny Butler introduces us to our online newspaper.
While administration sends out a campus brief each week, the school actually has a dedicated digital newspaper. My JAG News is responsible for writing news briefs, features, student spotlights, reviews, and more. The program offers students a closer look into events, student opinions, sports, and in-depth stories. The staff writers spend time both in and out of school producing their stories, and the site is updated at least weekly.
I think it's really important because you get information, and also when students are featured, I think it's cool to be able to see your peers. And we do sometimes have editorials where I think it's, if you're a student, it's fun to see your opinion validated by other people. So yeah.
Only 7 people write for the paper that publishes all these articles. Students can check out their work on social media accounts, including Twitter and Instagram. It helps the program when people share their stories with others and comment on the website. You can read the newspaper at myjagnews.com. This is Danny Butler reporting. Now let's check in with the band hall to learn more about this year's marching show, Out There.
The band just returned from the Bands of America contest in Katy, where they placed second. Here's more about this year's show and where you can see it.
This year, the band is exploring a space theme with their show, Out There. Since late July, the band has been rehearsing for their performances throughout the month. The show this year will have inspired elements from pop culture, including music from the movie E.T. and other space-themed films and songs. The best way for fans to catch a performance is at the football games.
So the show, it's going to be all this fall. We're performing it at the football games, we're performing it at UIL events, Bands of America regionals. If you guys want to see it, the best way would probably be football games.
Before school starts, the band dedicates 3 weeks of band camp to prepare for the show. Once the year has started, the band switches to 8-hour practice weeks. Coming up, the band will be competing at the UIL Region Marching Contest. From the band hall for JAG TV, I'm Ethan Reyes. Next, let's send it to the athletics building before the Jags take on the Clark Cougars tonight.
On the football field, the Jags are 3-2, and we face Clark this evening. Here's Jordan with more from the athletics wing.
Thanks, Dylan. I'm here on the gridiron where the Jags have been preparing for battle with the Clark Cougars at Fair Stadium tonight at 7. The Jags are halfway through the season and look strong, overcoming the growing pains that come with player inexperience. They have some huge matchups later on in the season, including next Saturday night against Reagan, but that's not what Coach Miller has the team focused on. Their focus is on the next play, next drive, and a phrase they've heard 1,000 times: effort makes up for mistakes.
Like I said, full of energy. They were moving around. They have a chip on the shoulder. They know they had made a couple of mistakes last week, left some plays on the field, so they're anxious to get back on the field and correct those mistakes and learn from them.
The Jags are looking to repeat as district champions, but they can only win one game at a time. the expectation for the team from Coach Miller: get better every week. And if you're planning on being in the stands tonight, there's a group you might want to hear from first. From the football field, I'm Jordan York for JAG TV.
If you've been to a game, you know there's one section of fans that always brings the most energy, and that's the Jungle, Johnson's unique student section. They showed up to the Pigskin Classic dressed as aliens. They turned the volleyball game against Churchill into a patriotic event and sported tacky tourist gear for the homecoming game. Tonight, the Jags will take on the Clark Cougars and expect students to show up in neon. So what makes this year's Jungle different, even better than last year?
You know, we're being all in.
What J Money said, you know, we're trying to be all in onto all the sports. We've been trying to show a lot of love to volleyball, and then eventually once football is over, we plan on showing love to boys and girls basketball, soccer, baseball. You know, we have so many people that want to come out to the Jungle, and you know, there's sometimes limited space, but if you're not going to be out in the Jungle, like getting lit and getting live and participate in the chants and, you know, like lock in and be all in and get hype, like get hype and, you know, watch the game. And if you're like sitting down, you know, it's just like, just leave, sit with your mom. It bugs me, it bugs everybody around you.
So if you're coming to the game, remember, seniors get front row and all other grades fall behind them. Next week, the Jags face the Reagan Rattlers and the theme is Pink Out. If you want to keep up with the Jungle each week, you can find more information about upcoming themes and games on their Instagram at jhs.jungle. This is Itzel Lara reporting.
That's all for this week, Jags. Tune in next time for more JAG TV.